Miami, Florida, the destination for the Magic. A 6'10" physical specimen with skills to match. Paolo Banchero getting ready to rumble as they get ready for tip-off in South Florida. Magic, Heat, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Saturday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets. And then Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And for their matchup with the Knicks, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for the Heat, Hero is the 2 with Butler as the 3. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. And it's opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, B.A. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And yep, it's good.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Rozier against Suggs. Hero for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Caldwell Pope with it. Carter, a screen on Hero. Down low. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Hero outside. Doesn't go that time. Oh, nice D from Carter. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Here's Jaquez, and he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. Hero with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Good.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Adebayo against Carter to the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Rozier. Outside Jaquez. Butler against Wagner. The shot by Butler, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
The first one falls. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Connects from downtown.
Boy, the leadership, the unselfishness from Butler, you can count on him to share it.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Orlando making some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Harris comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Wagner up top. Pass to Wagner. Robinson against Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Anthony.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Now Jaquez. Butler surveying the floor. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Robinson against Anthony. Wagner outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound Miami. Butler up top. He's guarded by Anthony. Outside Robinson. And there's another one for the Heat.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out in front, up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Hey guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Anthony. And it's Ben Carroll in at small forward. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 5th on the list, Miami.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line, and last year they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
And so Ben Carroll will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 3, and grant the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Hero outside. Over Anthony. Hero no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Isaac with a screen on Rozier. Here's Anthony. Love grabs the miss. Miami trailing. Here's Hero. Again, the Heat score.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your new dance group.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Love. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Harris. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Clark, the Magic winning the Southeast Division last year. A bit of a surprise to some.
Yeah, I agree. I was surprised as well, but you know what? That young group came together and is a bit ahead of schedule based on the typical trajectory of that kind of young team. But they've got a great, exciting core led by 2022 first-round draft pick, #1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. And that's a solid foundation to build around, folks.
Hero for 3. That miss makes him 3 for 7.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Anthony against Hero. Takes the 3. And Cole Anthony good for 3.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Pass to Adebayo. For 3, Robinson drops in the 3. Robinson's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go!
Love is checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Hero. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Love, that's good.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
Carter, a screen on Butler. Here's Wagner. And the bucket is good. Wagner's got his first basket.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Outside Love. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Miami with a triple.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Butler against Wagner. The 15-footer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Heat. They lead by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. You know, in many ways it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And get ready for the half-court shot. Draws, please. They're thinking about a shot. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Heat.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Miami leading by 5. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Rozier and Hero are the backcourt. Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
Pass to Hero. Back to Rozier. Adebayo passes to Butler. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Butler's got his third bucket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Carter, a screen on Jaquez. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by the Heat.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Hero outside. From the arc. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Banchero. Suggs against Rozier. Wagner with it. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that. and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Hero with the bucket.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And so Jamahl Mosley calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Miami making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Adebayo against Carter. The three is up. Banchero no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Butler. And here's Robinson. He's guarded by Anthony. Clock at 6. Robinson against Anthony. Pulls it in from the elbow. Orlando grabs the miss. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaime Jaquez Jr. was excited to join his favorite player, Jimmy Butler, on the Heat. He told me, I loved watching Jimmy because he's a complete player and he leaves everything on the floor. He's a winner, and that's the type of player I want to be. And for his part, Butler said he is so confident and he knows what it takes to win. Brian, there's no higher compliment.
You're right about that, Allie. Thanks. Hero for 3. Anthony grabs the board.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anthony's got 5 now.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Suggs against Hero. Outside Jaquez. Here's Butler. It's tipped. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Heat up 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Magic, they've got Wagner. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Anthony in at the 1. Can't hit from in close. Miami leading by 4. Here's Highsmith. Pass to Rozier. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Well, I like the trajectory of Rozier's game. I mean, he's added responsibility and his production has increased too.
Both free throws good from Rozier. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Rozier looking around. And perfection right through the net. And the Heat lead by 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Banchero right side. The fader. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 6. Robinson passes to Rozier. Misses from close range. The Magic have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Isaac outside. Banchero outside. Banchero takes it. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, look at Banchero putting his physicality to work, driving through contact right there.
And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So for Miami, Jaquez is checked in for Jovic. Jimmy Butler comes in for Highsmith. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Robinson. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Harris. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Anthony. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Banchero against Jaquez. The fadeaway. And it's Banchero again missing. Heat leading by 6. Butler on the wing. Over Wagner. It's rebounded by Banchero. And for the Magic, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
Caldwell Pope against Hero. Adebayo a screen on Caldwell Pope. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts him up 5. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Pass to Banchero. 50 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Banchero with a screen on Hero. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
This dude, folks, has ice in his veins when the game is tight. Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Hero against Caldwell Pope.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Third team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
.24 seconds left in the fourth. Banchero the screen. To the paint. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Orlando calls timeout. They're down by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. So it's Miami now. It's a 5-point game, and he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Caldwell Pope for 3. Money from deep! And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And so here is Miami. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And so Miami takes the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking the big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.